everybody, hope you're all well. Welcome to Magenta. Obviously I'm Scott. Today I would like to talk to you a little bit about a short game shot that's going to become very important over the next little while, and it's that little bump and run. Now, the important thing is, because the ground is so firm right now, we're very fortunate, and also the greens are becoming firmer, it's getting more difficult to control shots that are flying through the air, and also much more difficult to get a wedge underneath that ball, so trying to feel like you're getting the loft underneath the ball. A lot of people have come to me recently asking me about this shot, and also the fact that when they do try and play a sand wedge shot, that the club's bouncing, or you're thinning the ball, or it's become more difficult. And that's great credit to James and his team, because what's happened is that we've got a really firm golf course. We've got a link style golf course. That's what we want it to be like, and we're very fortunate to have that. But we obviously then need to adapt our game to play that type of golf course. So I've actually brought two clubs out here. Now I'm hiding one of them. The first one is just my 8 iron, and that's the club we're going to play with today. Is just the 8 iron, and it's going to be a little bump and run. But I've also brought out a little special one as well, and it's a new golf club. It's by Ping, and it's called the Chip I'll just maybe zoom in there and see if you guys can see that. Possibly not. I'll put a little picture up. But it's called the Chip and guess what it's designed to do? It's designed to chip the ball. It's designed to bump and run the ball. So this shot's exactly the same. You don't have to go and buy a chipper, but if you'd like to, if you find that that's an easier club for you to use, we definitely have them in stock. These are available for demo as well. So I definitely would advise anybody who's struggling a little bit with the old bump and run to come and have a chat with us. I'm going to start with my 8 iron though. Now basically, I'm going to try and putt this golf club. Now it does have a little bit of loft, so the ball's going to pop up in the air, but to all intents and purposes I'm just going to try and putt the golf ball. I'm going to set up a little bit differently from how I would normally set up an 8 iron. So I'm going to hold down the handle, and that's going to make the golf club sit a little bit more upright, with the toes slightly on the floor. I'm going to set up with my feet a little bit narrower than normal. And I'm basically just going to hold the golf club like I'd hold a putter, and stroke the golf club like I'd stroke a putter. I'm going to line up to the back flag here. And I've hit the front flag. Let's try that again. You can see it's not a very exciting golf shot in terms of, that was close, in terms of big long swings and high ball flights or anything like that, but it's not meant to be. It's meant to be effective, and it's meant to be a very useful tool for around here. Now what you saw is I didn't take any divot, I didn't try and hit down. It was just a very smooth back and forth golf shot. No wrists involved, nothing too exciting whatsoever, just back and forward. Now let's try this thing, the chipper, which I believe has similar loft to my 8 iron. It might be a 9 iron. It's much shorter, or it certainly feels a bit shorter, so easier to control, and it's a little bit more upright, so the shaft angle coming from the golf club is a little bit more upright. So we're going to do the same thing. Because the shaft is more upright, the club sits a little bit more level on the floor than my 8 iron would. Same idea. Oh, that lipped out. That was quite easy. It's a little bit heavier than my golf club as well, which is probably going to be good for speed control and being able just to hit the golf ball feeling like nice and easy. Might have to speak to Mr. Ping. Hope you've enjoyed that. Any questions, as always, come and speak to us. Group clinics are back on, as we've already mentioned in this newsletter today. So make sure you get booked in with them. Liam's really busy with those right now. Obviously you do have your renewal lessons that you can use, and they're being used widely, which is excellent. We're really enjoying those. And we have a lot of new stock coming in. We do have the new Titleist equipment, TSR drivers and 3 woods that have, or fairway woods that have just arrived. And Ping are about to release their new equipment. I have looked at it. I'm not allowed to say very much about it, but it looks wonderful. Catch up soon, and thanks for watching again.